We have a great purpose as a nation to open the doors of opportunity to all Americans, to save our democracy, to be a light to the world once again. For love is more powerful than hate, hope is more powerful than fear, and light is more powerful than dark. This is our moment, this is our mission, and this is a battle we will win, and we'll do it together. I promise you. So it's with great honor and humility, I accept this nomination for President of the United States of America.
I'm not gonna lie, watching Biden give this speech was nerve-wracking. It was like watching The Quiet Place. One wrong step and the whole thing is over. But honestly, he nailed it. He showed strength, he showed emotion, he made a powerful case for a more united America. And I actually think that Trump did Biden the biggest favor by making it seem like he's incompetent and senile. I mean, the bar has been set super low. As soon as America saw Biden had his jacket on the right way around, they were ready to give him a standing ovation. Biden speaking in complete sentences was just the icing on the cake. And last night also reminded us how different these candidates are. I mean, you've got the presidential candidate who's casually quoting Danish philosophers and Irish poets. And then you've got the president whose morning read is the back of a cereal box. You're right, Tony. They are great. Not as great as America, but so great. And honestly, I also think that it helped that Biden got to give the speech to an empty room. You know, because a live audience can add pressure. People applauding can throw off your rhythm. Sometimes there's a weirdo in the audience. You know, you'll see a guy dressed as Shrek, and then you'll just fixate on it. And it's hard to talk about healthcare when you're actually wondering, why is this guy dressed like Shrek? Is Shrek a metaphor for something? Is he at the wrong event? Maybe there's like a Shrek sex festival in town? The point is, the no crowd thing probably helped Biden. So that was the 2020 Democratic National Convention. And like all conventions, they had a lot to cover. You know, explaining various policies, nodding to various voting blocs, speaking just enough but not too much Spanish, and of course, showing those videos where one person starts a sentence,
but another person finishes the sentence.
But ultimately, there was one overall theme of the week.
I know Joe. He is a profoundly decent man.
Joe Biden is a decent man.
Decent man.
Decent.
Decent.
Yes, decent is a word that came up over and over throughout this convention, which is really only a compliment if you say it the right way. He is decent. He's decent. And that was the main thing that the Democrats wanted to get across. You don't have to have a president who only cares about people if they have a boat or a felony conviction. No, you could have an actual human being who feels empathy for other human beings. And it wasn't just politicians attesting to Biden's decentness. The convention heard from a lot of everyday people. From a security guard who Biden stopped to talk to in an elevator, to a man Biden befriended when they were both lifeguards as teenagers. And even a rabbi who recalled Biden showing up at a woman's memorial service because she had once donated $18 to his campaign. But the highlight was probably last night's testimonial from a 13-year-old with a stutter.
Without Joe Biden, I wouldn't be talking to you today. About a few months ago, I met him in New Hampshire. He told me that we were members of the same club. Stutter. He told me about a book of poems by Yeats he would read out loud to practice. He showed me how he marks his addresses to make them easier to say out loud. I'm just a regular kid, and in a short amount of time, Joe Biden made me more confident about something that's bothered me my whole life.
Man, Braden is so lucky. He got speech lessons from Vice President Joe Biden, which actually helped him improve. Meanwhile, I made the mistake of getting speech lessons from President Obama, and it took me 4 hours to order a pizza with pepperoni.